Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson throwing again. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Swift, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the left side. Swift, they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Wilson. Campbell making the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
15 line. 54.
Down to lose 1.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Hey, Orbit. General West.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check, check.
Hustle, hustle.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Now.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Pick it up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
X3, 218, chop it. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On first down, Swift. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Switch. Rush in.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Catch made here by Campbell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
3-15. Move. Left hand. Alert.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, Swift. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check. Watch twist on travel.
Deuce.
Go. Hey, hit it.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
25.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 54.
Hey, Zoo.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Charlie.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Yo, go.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 54.
2nd and long. And that's complete to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
by 7. Now.
They'll set up the throw. This complete to Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Got it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, Echo. Go.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And Adams has it complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
Hard.
Switch.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Yo, cheetah. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got four down.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check 43. He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now. Because
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 54.
Hey. Shoot that.
They'll drop the throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
I got one. Check 9. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Check, 59.
2nd and 1. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Look at me, zipper. 5.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Alert 3.
80 weapons. Hey, Orbit. On the pin.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down. 4 down.
Wilson now going to throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Troy Apke. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Pulled it good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Yep. Score.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they take a knee. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.